My hands were shaking when HR called me into the conference room. My boss, Derek, was already sitting there, arms crossed, not looking at me. And the project I had spent 4 months building, my name was nowhere on it. His was. I had poured everything into that proposal. Late nights, skipped lunches, a weekend I should have spent at my sister's birthday. It was mine. And Derek had submitted it to the executive board under his name alone, claiming sole authorship. The company was talking about a promotion and a $20,000 bonus tied directly to that project. I looked across the table and said quietly, "That work is mine. I have the drafts, the timestamps, the emails." Derek didn't even flinch. He said, "You were assisting me. That's what assistants do." I felt the room tilt. I had never been his assistant. I was a senior analyst with 6 years at this company. HR asked me to take the rest of the day and gather any documentation I wanted to submit. It felt like a courtesy before an execution. I went back to my desk and opened my laptop. My hands were still shaking, and that's when Priya slid into the chair beside me. Priya, who had been my work best friend for 3 years. Priya, who I ate lunch with every single day. She put her hand on my arm and said, "I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. That's disgusting." Something in her voice was just slightly off, too smooth, like she had rehearsed it. I nodded and started pulling my email records. And then I saw it, an email chain I had never been meant to find. She had forwarded it to herself from my shared drive 2 months ago, my full project file, every draft, and sent it to Derek with a single line, "Here's everything she has so far. Let me know if you need more." I stopped breathing. Priya had given him my work. She had been feeding him updates for months. And I understood in an instant there was a second senior analyst position opening up, one that I didn't even know she had applied for. She needed me out. I turned and looked at her. She was still wearing that sympathetic expression, head tilted, eyes soft. I said, "You sent him my files." The sympathy evaporated, just for a second. Then she tried to rebuild it. She said, "What are you talking about?" I turned my laptop around. The color left her face. I forwarded every single piece of evidence to HR, to the department director, and to the executive who had received Derek's presentation. Within 48 hours, Derek was placed on administrative leave. Priya resigned before they could investigate her formally. I got the credit. I got the bonus. I got the promotion. But I still eat lunch alone now. And sometimes I think about how long she must have been planning it, smiling across the table, asking about my weekend, pretending to be the one person I could trust. How long had she been watching me build something she was already planning to take? Drop a comment if you've ever had a coworker like this. Because I genuinely thought I was imagining things, and I almost talked myself out of looking.